Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare. Don't you know? Don't judge me. I just wish he knew. That's just like you. I miss you all day.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Blue Tourist channel. I'm here with Love Cabin episode 3. I'm actually liking this. I don't know why. I'm actually liking this shit because it reminds me, if you guys knew my old channel, which I consider it like part chapter 1 of my channel, I guess, journey or whatever the fuck. But when it was just the Blue Tourist, I had did Singles Inferno, and that's the Korean, basically Love Island, whatever. And even though obviously there's no fighting or nothing like that on there, some can consider it boring, but it's just I like Korean culture, so I was into it, and I really want to go back, but I realized that it's like season 4 wasn't that good. I didn't watch it, by the way, because I wasn't interested. But because all the seasons got me interested, the first episode and that one didn't. Not saying it wouldn't have, but I don't know. It reminds me of that, so I just love it. And then I honestly I'd be forgetting that they're on Zeus until they start doing Zeus shit. But when they start doing Zeus shit, it's not so much. It's not like baddies. It's not like Justice Cabaret. It's not like Bobby Show. It's not like none of that. It's like I don't know, because okay, I'm skipping to it. But when fucking Sheila and Desi were about to fight, it's just like I kind of like not got cringe, but I got nervous. Like, oh, like this was my first fight. So watching the first fight on Zeus, like, or watching our first fight on reality TV, I had to get myself together. I don't know why, because I knew it wasn't gonna be shit. But and we on Zeus, so they need to squabble. But I just kind of got. But that's a good feeling because I'm not getting the average Zeus vibes. But then yet we still do Zeus shit. So I'm not gonna lie, I like the ratchet shit, but if it's to a minimum, I'm perfectly fine. That's why I'm okay with Tasiki not fighting as much. But well, for the season of Baddies USA, she doing a lot, and I'm gonna need her to. I'm gonna need that because y'all asked for it. But anyway, this is not that. Love Cabin, yeah. So we pick up where we left off with Chloe fucking groping everyone, and she has to go around and grope other guys and see whose dick size is bigger. And well, we obviously knew that Brian was gonna be the last one. I mean, we knew he was gonna be the last one. Ray J knew it, Brian knew it, everybody knew it. But he was confident. He was like, okay, that's fine. Like, it's not about the size, it's about how I use it. Exactly. That's why I like, oh, I have the biggest dick walking around. Like some of you niggas with big dicks, y'all don't know what y'all doing. So I'm just saying, like, y'all are just big. You just got a stick walking around in your pants. You don't know what to do with it. You just slap it on the table and shit. But whatever. As long as you ain't got no pee-wee, I think a woman is perfectly fine. So but yeah, he knew he was gonna be the last one. Let's keep it real. And but then surprisingly, Thanos was second. I was like, oh shit, what's going on, Thanos? Talk all that shit, and then your ass ain't performing down there. But whatever. Chloe obviously said Camo first because she liked him. And then John, because apparently John got a girthy fucking log, but John, this douchebag, he winning too much. He winning too much. That's gonna come to an end because he was doing some bullshit this episode. But anyway, a lot of bullshit was happening this episode, but it was still not too much. So then, as she's going around sniffing everybody's pants and groping everybody and shit, Ray J still trying to partner people up and doing this weird fucking creepy ass shit. He asks Desi to go kiss Thanos, and she said, "Oh, I like him. He got a good kisser or whatever the case may be." Blah blah blah. Um, then you had Nisa. Nisa did not want to get away from Brian. She was like, you know what, I'll do strip because obviously Ray J just wanted to strip with his weird ass. So She stripped and she showed those beautiful ass titties, and I'm like, I'm a titty guy. Like, I don't like a bitch that's got flopping around titties, but I don't want her to have motherfucking mosquito bites. And she had the perfect set, even though they were blurred out. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is Zeus, and on top of that, Jocelyn's Cabaret. They show their titties all the time. Hell, some of them look like little boys. So I mean, but y'all show that shit. But whatever. Why didn't you show her? Like, why didn't you show Nisa? I think she got the best titties out of everybody. Like, perfect, beautiful. John said they were milk duds, gorgeous. But that's all Brian. And then fucking what's her name? Tia Kemp in the fucking narrating, talking all kinds of shit. Like, bitch, shut up, shut the fuck up. Before we bring the Auntie podcast back, how's that doing? Y'all ain't got a season two. All right. So after that, then Ray J wants to get all the house to find two people to eliminate, obviously a boy and obviously a girl. This is where all the problems start. This is where all the problems start because episode one, no problems. Episode two, no problems. All the problems start episode three. And I love it because it was from this challenge. So they over here huddling and talking and stuff like that. And immediately I hear Chloe say, well, maybe Mike Hill. And Desi was automatically like, now, what now? Because obviously that's the nigga that she fucking with. So obviously she could be like, no, duh. But it's like I feel like anybody would have felt any type of way, like, oh, the girl or the guy that I'm with, why, I don't want to pick them, obviously, but I mean it just depends. The only one that made, I'll talk about that, but so she had a problem with that, and she a New Yorker, and these New Yorkers, they be popping it. They be popping it. They just very rebuxurious. They very aggressive. They gonna pop it. They ain't got no filter, but some of y'all like some of y'all might need to have a filter because that New York shit don't scare nobody. It just irritates them. But I'm telling you, Desi is definitely a problem. She's confident, but for sure, she's a fucking problem. And it's because of her mouth. That's why. It's not because of anything else. It's just because of her New York ass mouth. Which, I mean, that's not that you can eventually get over that, but it'll get to a point where it's like, okay, bitch, like who the fuck you talking to? Like, do you New Yorkers not know how to talk to people respectfully? Like, you ain't gotta kiss somebody ass, but bitch, like, you can't just say how the fuck you want and how the fuck you feel whenever you want to, and then turn around and get offended when somebody that says the same thing. Because it's been situations like that. I'm telling you, New Yorkers, they pop it off. They pop it off. They say exactly how they feel, but then yet when you do the same thing back, it's like, oh, why you coming at me like that? Like, well, why you coming at me like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, New York people really, they do that shit that pisses me off. They're really aggressive. They talk to people very aggressively, and then when you give them the same energy back, they act like, well, what did I do? And I'm like, well, not everybody is from New York, and not everybody's about to sit up here and listen to you chat all that shit. But whatever, that's just something all New Yorkers got to learn because ain't nobody about to sit here and keep talking. But anyway, so that's basically how the shit starts. And Sheila is kind of like, yo, we trying to vote, and I'm the team leader, I'm the spokesperson, and nobody's giving me anything because obviously nobody wants their person to go home. Nobody's giving me anything. While the girls over there being complicated, the guys are very simple. They knew exactly who the fuck they was gonna pick, and it was Kiera because the way she was all stiff and a fucking stick bug, like that was obvious. And I think Kiera knew she was going. She knew she was going before before they knew. Simple as that. She knew she was getting voted. So then um they finally get to choose. You could tell Desi got an attitude, and then they say Mike Hill, Michael. It's Mike Hill, but it's just sometimes I want to call him Michael. But anyway, Mike Hill. They choose Mike Hill, the Renaissance man, and this nigga said, "Oh well, I don't have a problem, but anytime a nigga got a problem, he and then say he don't got a problem, and then proceeds to be like, that's weird, that's crazy, nigga, shut up. We're gonna get on more of him and having a problem later. Because I could tell when a nigga do them hand gestures, them wide open hand, yeah, we gonna get on it. But then so Sheila says that, and her and Daisy kind of go have a little back and forth, and it starts to get a little heated, and see it starts getting a little embarrassing, but they do have a little back and forth about who chose and who was speaking up. Obviously, it seems like Sheila feels like people weren't speaking up as much because it's like, okay, who do y'all want? And nobody wants their guy to go or the person they like to go. So it's kind of like, well, what do I do? What do I do? Because I and then Desi was like, oh, it's more than it was only one vote for Mike Hill. So I'm like, but if it was only one vote, I heard Chloe say something, or at least I think that was Chloe. So I don't know. I don't know. I think nobody else was speaking up, and I think Desi was the only one that's speaking up. But obviously, she's not gonna speak up for Mike Hill, but nobody else is speaking up. So ultimately, that kind of, how do you say it, circumvented or diminished all of that, and basically Sheila had to pick who she was gonna pick. And but on top of that, Sheila clearly, I started to see at this point, oh, she was drunk. You know what I'm saying? So her and Desi are going back and forth. It's a little heated exchange, but Desi just has a natural, that natural New York, attitude, right? But she's still like, okay, but it's not that serious. It's not that serious. But Sheila is obviously getting offended because it was obviously some underlying issues or whatever. But Sheila, she was getting real aggressive. Like Desi, she has an aggressive, like quick, spicy vocabulary, but Sheila is the type to be like, what you mean by that? But what you mean by that? Like she was like, look, Kim Kardashian wasn't playing with us this episode. No, this ain't Kim. This is Bruce. When I was watching it, I was telling myself, this is Bruce Jenner. This is Bruce over here. This ain't Kim Kardashian like how we thought it was. This bitch turned into Bruce real quick. But so they having a little back and forth, but it don't get too heated at this point. But it's obvious it's a little tension. But they said, okay, cool. The niggas say, oh, Kiara, because I mean, she's nice, but this bitch is stiff as fuck. Stiff as a fucking ironing board. So I mean, ain't shit we can do with that. So Kiara kind of knew. She's like, oh fuck, it's sad, but all right. So I like Kiara. I like Kiara. I do. I like Kiara. I like Nisa. I like Brian. I like Dano. I honestly like the whole cast. Even douchebag. I like him too. But hmm, we go see when these other two castmates come for next episode. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. So that starts to be a problem. And then everybody leaves, gets partner up, leave. Okay, cool, whatever. So the girls are in the makeup room, and the guys are in their dressing room or whatever, and the niggas are, they're asking Brian like, look, you and Nisa, y'all are, if you guys look, if you go back, look, y'all probably not, but Singles Inferno season 1, there's a girl called Kang and a dude that she was with. He was like, he obviously had a nice little, beard or whatever the case may be, and they always stuck beside each other all the time. It's like they knew they was a couple from day one. Yeah, they went with other people, but it was just obvious like they were a married couple the whole season. That's how fucking Brian and Nisa are. At least I hope. At least I hope. I hope. I hope. I hope. I hope. Because I see myself in them, honestly. So yeah, they chilling over there, and then Mikhail over here talking about some fucking um uh yeah, I don't have a problem, but it's just crazy. And he started doing that, like that wide hand shit, like, bro, what you mean? Like, bro, I know that all too well. My dad used to do that. I do that. Every nigga does that when they sitting over here saying that they not mad, but like, but bro, like what? Like that open wide hand, just like you open up to give somebody a hug, and you kind of like, well, what's going on? Like this nigga was mad that he got picked, but I mean anybody would be mad except for Kiara because that bitch is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I think she's up in the sky with all the fucking aliens and shit. So she up there. So she ain't really focused too much on it. But while the niggas are talking or whatever, we get to the real drama, the women. And Sheila feels that nobody had her back when talking about it. Nobody had her back. And if I'm recalling, it's like basically Desi was the one speaking up. Desi was the one speaking up, but obviously she's gonna speak up against Mike Hill. Okay, cool. But nobody else was really speaking up against for, and it was just kind of like, oh well, going with the flow. Nobody knew, everybody else was going with the flow, and then Desi was the only one speaking up. But then how did it still become Mike Hill? I don't get it. I don't get it. So, but Sheila was drunk and Sheila was aggressive as fuck. So then she started like going off, and I feel like y'all should have my back. Athena had her back, understood where she come from. Chloe understood where she was coming from. Nisa was sitting in the corner, scared as fuck. Um, Kiara was over there laughing because this bitch is high out of her mind. And then Desi, the thing is with Desi, I'm telling you, this is where it comes in. Desi in her mouth. Like I get it. Oh, she's from New York. Okay, cool, that's fine. But Desi was like, if you would like be quiet and listen for a second, or she no, she said something in like a quick ass like attitude way. It's like, yo, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to? Like I'm telling you, I've dealt with New York people, and like some are pretty fine or cool or whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you, they all, it's just a New York thing, right? They all have this quick attitude, this like aggressive attitude, and passionate, whatever you want to call it. Like you can see it on Zeus. Look at Tavi. Look at hell, Rella from what is it? The BGC bad girls. Like anybody that's from like truly from New York, they all have that obviously that New York aggression to them. But I'm just saying, like, y'all can't be walking around thinking you get to talk to people how the fuck you want to and saying exactly how you feel in your head, and then wondering why shit happens. Like, bro, like you don't have no decency. Like y'all don't have no chill. Like who the fuck are you talking to? Because then when some shit pop off, I don't want to hear no bullshit. So Desi was kind of talking like that, but she still was calm and like kind of unbothered. But she should have been bothered because Sheila was, look, Bruce wasn't on that. Bruce wanted to fight. Bruce was mad because y'all wasn't like being team players, and the team leader sat there and looked stupid. So she had a fucking problem. She was mad. Telling you, she was mad as fuck. On top of the fact that she was fucking drunk, and you could tell because how she was, kind of slurring her words and not repeating herself. And then when she did start to get up, and when she's look, when this bitch started getting so damn aggressive, like okay, so at some point they going back and forth and they're saying the same thing. Desi got her little spicy attitude, and like unbothered, spicy ass attitude. Uh, Sheila is getting more mad by the second. I tell you, I think Kiara started laughing. Sheila immediately like, well, what you laughing for? What you laughing for? You think I'm funny? And I'm telling you, Bruce came the fuck out. Fuck Kim Kardashian. Fuck Kylie Jenner. Like Bruce was out and about. Bruce came out so damn quick, and everybody, all the girls stood there and was like, what the fuck? Like this bitch is obviously drunk as fuck, but and it's like everybody kind of was unbothered, but it was kind of like, what the fuck? Like she was, well, you think it's funny? You think I'm funny? And they were trying to like low key kind of calm down for a second. And Kiara was like, no, it's not. It's not that. She was like, it's not that or whatever. And then like, bruh, like I'm telling you, it escalated quick, and I knew obviously what was gonna happen, but it's just like it kind of like it made me feel like I was watching a different show and I was about to see their first fight on that show. You know what I'm saying? That's how it made me feel, and that's a good feeling. Like I don't want to feel like these motherfuckers is fighting every day like Baddies Africa. So that's going on, and then fucking so Desi and her are going back and forth. Nisa gets up and leaves. She feels the energy. Chloe says, look, the voice is getting elevated, let me leave. She leaves. Athena is still sitting somewhere in the corner, and I believe Kiera left. Everybody else left. Niggas are in the niggas bedroom. They still going back and forth, and then it gets to a point where Desi calls Sheila delusional. And you never call a drunk bitch delusional, because as soon as you called her delusional, she was like, what? I'm delusional? It's I'm delusional? And she kicked away the chair, and then she was gonna act like she was gonna talk to Athena. She like kicked over the chair and walked up closer to Desi and like looked over at Athena and was like, but y'all didn't. And she in mid sentence she just starts popping on her. And it like I knew as soon as she swung, I had to pause it. And I had to recuperate, and then I had to go back because I knew it wasn't gonna be a good fight. But bruh, when I tell you she popped on her ass so fucking quick, and then like Desi fell in the like corner or whatever, and she got and Sheila got a few hits, but after that, security was literally instantly right there because Sheila was still falling all over the place. So then they break that up. The niggas come into the bedroom because they hear some commotion, and they do a little quick little tat a tat. But I mean, look, this is what I'm talking about. Like New Yorkers, y'all got the heart, but y'all do not got them hands. Like y'all do not got, y'all really just got mouth. and probably will pick up a weapon. Y'all are not like that, like that. Y'all like that, but y'all not like that, like that. Like without a weapon in your hand, without your mouth, you ain't like that. You ain't rocking like that. You ain't getting out in the like field, the dirt, the mud, the street. Like, nah, I'm not saying I'm doing all that, but I just know over here we fight in the street. But yeah, we fight in the street or the grass. Well, don't fight in nobody's yard, but fight in the street. But I was like, what the fuck is this? So the niggas come over there and try to calm everything down. Sheila's crashing out, trying to get back at her and shit. She kicks Thanos and fucking Samurai kicks him in his goddamn stomach. So he mad. He walks off and shit with his bonnet. Um, Desi says that I have never been snuck before. Desi, that was not a sneak. Even fucking to the narrator Tia, she was like, "How she sneak you from the front?" Y'all was in a heated argument, and she started walking up closer to you. It started getting more elevated, more aggressive. She started walking closer to you, and you were still sitting there unbothered, but still popping it. But see, this is what I'm talking about with you New Yorkers. Y'all, not everybody's just gonna have aggressive words, because words are powerful. And yeah, words are just words, but words are powerful. If you talking like you want to fight, people are going to run up. People are going to run up on you. If you talking shit, chatting shit, whatever the fuck, people are going to run up. That's what New Yorkers have to understand. Not everybody's about to sit here and have a verbal sparring with you. They might verbally spar for a little bit, but that's too much energy. I'm thinking about, I might verbally spar with you for like a maybe good 2 minutes, maybe three, depending on if I can get to you or not. But if I can get to you and you pissing me off and we done verbally spar for at least 3 minutes and you pissing me off, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm thinking about, oh, am I gonna uppercut you? Am I gonna kick you in your face? Because I'm looking at all the opportunities that I have because your guard is down, because you're thinking that somebody ain't gonna do nothing, because it's that New York, oh, ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. I'ma talk all my shit and you could talk your shit, but at the end ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. And that's when somebody do something to you. New Yorkers, y'all gotta be quick on your feet. You got to be quick because ain't no way that bitch is going to get that close to me and push that desk like she pushed it. And then you not focused. Like you just talking shit thinking that nobody's going to hit you because they ain't going to try me. Right. And she tried you. And I mean, I wouldn't even say she got, I mean, I guess you could say she got you, but y'all look crazy. So they going back and forth. She arguing. She throwing fucking flat irons and shit. They going back and forth. Ray J comes up and is like, "Look, we're not doing that. This is not this type of show," and all this other extra shit. Right? Shut up, Ray J. He started to piss me off again this episode. Shut up. So he going off. Sheila walking around the house like, no, I need that. I want that. She's trying to play me. She's trying to disrespect me. I need that. So eventually, Desi's in the kitchen. She's walking to the kitchen. Sheila runs behind her, grabs the plant on her way to the kitchen, and then drops the plant in front of the kitchen island. She just drops it and then proceeds to get her ass beat. Because I'm like, you ran up just to do what? Like, what did she do? And Desi cannot fight at all, but I mean, she was just minking you in your face and she was just eating it. She was just eating it. So eventually they broke that shit up. Sheila starts throwing plates and stuff. Everybody's like, look, she doing too much. She's drunk. She's doing the most. Everybody calm the fuck down. So Ray J tries to go in there and tries to talk to everybody. And I don't know why Ray J got an attitude. Like, nigga, what are you mad for? What is your attitude for? How are you mad? You mad? Like it's the energy of the fight. You mad now? Because he was talking crazy to Sheila a little bit. And he's like, I'll get you out right now. I'll leave you right now. Ray J. Because I know one fucking question that's going to shut all this shit down and make you walk out like the bitch you are. What the fuck happened to Wendy? Because, allegedly you were there. Allegedly you were there along with all those other people that tried to kill her. Not once, but I believe twice. Allegedly. And allegedly you know what's going on. And allegedly your fucking mother, Sonia, right? Ain't her name Sonia? Yeah, Sonia. And allegedly, Brandy, allegedly, all alleged. So until we find out what really happened to Wendy, because you allegedly know, maybe you need to shut the fuck up. Focus on pushing Princess back into the fucking pool. Focus on that. Because Ray J is just as much of a bitch as the CEO. That's why they cool again. Hmm. Talked all that shit just to be cool with the same nigga that he doing all this stuff to this women. I believe you. However, you do this. Y'all two pots in the same pan, like two eggs in the same pot. It's two eggs in the same pot. What you talking about? Just like Krishan, two eggs in the same pot with Zeus. I believe everything she said about Zeus. Do I give a fuck? Fuck no. Because she's the same thing. Two demons in the same pot. So what are you talking about, Ray J? Shut up. He was getting attitude, and he was getting a little attitude with the guys while the guys were talking about it. It was like, Ray J, chill out, little bitch, chill out. So all that, he's like, everybody go to sleep. So I'm pretty sure Ray J production leaves, and they do actually have the cameras up or whatever. So they got the cameras up. Everything's cool. Everything's chill. They in different sections of the house at night talking about it, and you got Trap and you have Thena and Sheila talking, and eventually Thanos comes through, and we find out that Athena had a problem with Desi as well. So I'm like, okay, that's something going on there. And then when Thanos comes through, Sheila apologizes as she should. Don't make excuses. Hold yourself accountable and apologize for kicking that man. Because if he would have kicked your ass back, he would have been the problem. Everybody else is just chatting and talking about what's going on. Um, and yeah, everybody eventually goes to bed, but then late at night, motherfuckers is fucking. they fucking. They go into the condom bin and just grabbing whatever and just going to Pound Town. Chloe went to Pound Town with what's his name? Chemo, uh Camo, fucking Trap went to Pound Town with fucking Athena, and it was just like, but I mean, honestly, and also niggas ain't shit. Niggas find opportunities like, oh, this is my opportunity to get right with her because what's his name? Thanos went and did that with fucking Sheila while everybody else left and she was calming down. He was like, do you feel like John was, how you feel about John? Like perfect opportunity, perfect opportunity. And then fucking Camo, he ran behind the cameras and was kind of like, that was hot. Like the fight was hot. So I'm a fuck was that? But the fight was hot, so he went in to go get his kiss, and I'm like, how is Mike Hill gonna feel about that? He's sneaky as fuck too. But then the same night he fucked Chloe, so and then Trap fucked Athena. Um, yeah. So then the next morning, Kiera and Chloe are talking about how she got, went to Pound Town, and then fucking you could tell Camo was happy because he was on the fucking uh what is it? The goddamn kitchen island dancing and shit early in the fucking morning. So after everybody kind of talks, I'm gonna talk about everybody has a little one-on-one scenes. You had the girls, they're in the beauty room. There's some tension, but that's when Chloe and a few other people were basically gossiping about the niggas they fucked last night and said, "Oh, what happens in the beauty room stays in the beauty room." And then later in the episode, everybody's telling what happened in the beauty room. Fucking women. So I'm gonna cut to what's her name? Camo and Kiera. They got good chemistry. I like Kiera. She's a nutball, so I like her. But I don't think anybody really in the house likes her like that. They just look at her as like, oh, she's a cute little crazy girl. So we just gonna leave her on the side. She might slice our neck at night. We don't know. Then we go to Desi and Thanos, and she looks at him like a bestie. So I'm like, I see that as well. I ain't gonna lie, but I I could be wrong. Um, then Mike Hill talks to Athena, and basically she says, "I fucked Trap last night," and he's standing on his morals, like, "Yo, like you quick to fuck him, like I don't know, I'm gonna have to sit back," which I understand, I get it, but you also have to be realistic. But then again, he didn't do it himself, so if he does it later in the season, I get it, but he didn't just fuck the second day, so yeah. And then you got John the douchebag over here talking about, talking to Chloe or whatever, and Chloe for some reason likes him. Okay, they got similar personalities. I can't see no chemistry with them two. I see more chemistry with her and Camo. But basically, she talks about how she fucked Camo. He said he ain't got a problem with it, but then he starts talking shit. And I'm telling y'all, he's a douchebag. He's always about what it's about being at the top of the food chain. What more do I have than somebody else? I'm telling you, he might got a thick dick or whatever the fuck. I'm telling you, that's gonna be his downfall. Niggas always they downfall is the cockiness, the can't nobody touch me because I'm this type of nigga. And like that's how society set us up. They set us up like that whole time. These niggas be fucking the gayest thing walking. Half of the time they be murderers. Half the time they be rapists. Like this is how they set us up. People like John, and then he was talking shit and talking about how, oh, you want me to fuck him up for you or beat his ass. Like niggas really be thinking like that. Niggas really be thinking they can't be touched or can't no nigga fuck with me. So I'ma say shit aggressive, whether passive aggressive or just bully or fuck with somebody because I think I could beat you. Whether you can or can't, it's like, bruh, that shit will always come down harder on you. But you bitches, y'all go for niggas like this, and then when they treat you the same, y'all want to complain about all men. Get the fuck out of our face. But anyway, that's them. They ain't got no goddamn chemistry, in my opinion. So then, what's next? Oh, we got Nisa and Brian, the married couple, and basically Nisa is stuck with Brian. She want Brian, she want to stick with him, but Brian he low key want to try Kiera, and I'm like, perfect, perfect. That's a perfect choice because nobody else I don't think will be fucking with you. I think Kiera is the perfect second choice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm telling y'all, perfect because that crazy bitch right there, perfect. That's perfect. So then um I think Trap talks to Sheila, and I was afraid for Trap because they were out in the woods, and what if Sheila start crashing out again and she ended up picking up one of them rocks and knocking him over the head with it? Nobody's gonna be able to hear him scream in the woods. So he all by himself. So I was a little afraid for him. But yeah. Then towards the end of the episode, Ray J gets everybody up together who they're coupled with now, and now they're about to do some massage challenge that causes for them to try to touch all of each other and try to make the niggas hard. And John, being the douchebag he is like, oh, I'm gonna get hard and she gonna wanna fuck me. Yeah, fuck you talking about, bruh. Like, get the fuck out of here. I bet you get never mind. But yeah, that's where the episode ends off. And Chloe, she's getting it right. She's getting it right. I like Chloe. So far, I like obviously Brian, Nisa, Kiera, and who else do I like right now? Chloe's cool, but grandma gonna be mad. Cause she fucking she fucking touching, grabbing balls and fucking. And I like Athena. I do. I like her. But yeah. And then we get two new fucking they say two new heart flames or whatever the fuck. Oh my god, just Zeus copying every damn thing. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with for the next episode. So I like this episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.